Hey y'all, it's Nona, and today I'm here with an update video about my life, what's been going on, and um, so um, since the last time we talked and I had discussed that they thought they were going to give Jimmy a year-long rehab program for his alcohol and substance abuse, that has changed, and because of his health problems. So what they have decided to do is give him a 3-year deferred sentence, and that means during that 3 years, the DA said if we so much as catch you jaywalking, we can give you the maximum of 5 years. We can revoke and give you 5 years in prison. He has to go to domestic violence counseling and classes. He has to continue going to see his psychiatrist and counselor and stay on his psych meds. He is not supposed to be drinking liquor or doing drugs. He's doing much better about that. He has to go to AA meetings several times a week. And I feel like I'm happy he's home. I missed him. I know some of you probably won't understand that, but I really did miss him. At the same time, I'm apprehensive that he's going to mess up and get drunk again and be violent. But we're just going to see where it goes from here. So far, he has been following all of the rules that they have set forth for him. And we're getting along really well. We're going to have to reschedule some of his heart appointments, and also his appointment with the transplant hospital here in Oklahoma City to have them check into his liver. Not for a transplant, but for medications and things for it. He has lots of stuff wrong with his liver because of his continued alcohol and drug use. So we've got that going on. My toe, I have a diabetic ulcer on my toe. I've had it since August of last year. I've had several rounds of antibiotics. I started out going to the podiatrist once a month to get it debrided, then bi-weekly, now it's weekly. It just doesn't seem to be getting better. So he is talking about doing skin grafts or perhaps shaving the bone on my toe. I'm really scared about that. I don't want to do those things, but you know, it's better than losing your toe. So I've got that going on. I had a Great Dane named Meatball and 2 pit bulls, brothers, Saint and Canyon. And if you know the story, you know I adopted Saint when he was 8 weeks old, and also Meatball when he was 8 weeks old, and they were born one day apart. Canyon, Saint's brother, was adopted by someone else, and that person was not kind to him and did, you know, lots of bad things, and made statements that he was doing these things to that dog to make him quote unquote mean. Anyways, I was able to get the dog from him, and I thought, you know, I'd never raised pit bulls, and I always heard that they were a vicious breed, and I had thought, you know, that it was more so how you raise them than the breed. I don't know how I feel about this now, because Canyon was very aggressive towards Meatball, and he would start attacking my Great Dane Meatball, and when he did, Saint would join in. Saint never instigated it or fought Meatball when he was alone with him, but if Canyon did it, then Saint would join in, and they hurt Meatball. I ended up having to take him to the vet twice, and he's been on medication for attacks 3 times, and This last time, it was awful, and I was here by myself. It's when Jimmy was in jail, and I'm disabled, and I have the wound on my foot, and I couldn't get them apart, and I was terrified I was going to get bit in the process. My brother-in-law, thankfully, he lives next door. He heard me screaming. He came running in and helped me, and I was at my wit's end. So I called my vet, and I had discussed with her and asked her, you know, what she thought could be done. I asked if she thought if I neutered the pit bulls, if that would help, and, you know, different things. And she said she didn't think that that would help. And that she didn't think it was wise for me to try to rehome Canyon because, you know, once they learn, she said once they learn they can attack, you know, other animals, they will continue to do so. And the next step up would be a person. And it was one of the hardest decisions in my life. So I had to put Canyon down. I've put down dogs before for health reasons, for old age, for dementia, you know, because they didn't have quality of life and I didn't want them suffering. I did it out of love. And this dog was healthy and young and full of life, and I just feel like I killed my baby. But I think it was the best thing for everyone involved, the animals, people, and I don't hate the breed. I still love Canyon. I love Saint. I plan to have Saint until he grows old and passes away, but I will never own another pit bull. I'm not, I don't know, I don't think I'm cut out for that breed. So anyways, that happened, and then 2 nights ago, I was laying on the couch about 7 o'clock, and I felt something go inside my left ear. And it was flapping around in there. And I knew it was a bug. I knew it was a winged insect. And so I went to the ER, and 3.5 hours later, they finally got me in there, and they pulled this moth out of my ear. That was the most horrible sensation, having something, it felt like it was inside my head, digging into my brain. My ear is so sore inside. I've had an earache for 2 days from it. And she had to use big giant syringes and put warm water in there and force it in, and it hurt so bad. But thankfully she was able to get it out. It took about 6 syringes worth before, I guess, it drowned the moth, and it was able to float up to the surface, and she got it out with like these long tweezers. It was awful. So anyways, that's everything that's been going on. I want to say I appreciate everybody that's been asking how I'm doing, how Jimmy's doing, all of your love and support. I don't know if I'll do another update. I feel like this is kind of ran its course, you know. I think people are probably tired of hearing about it. So, and I'm tired of talking about it. And but anyways, I want to thank everybody for being my friends and for being so supportive and kind and loving. And I just love and appreciate y'all so much. And so does Jimmy. And so anyways, love to all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.